Hi, it's Jane, and it's Monday, day 7 of Vlogtober. I don't expect you guys to follow every day. If you do, fine. If you don't, fine. Not a problem. I understand completely. This is a challenge for me. So I'm just having fun playing with the challenge, doing the challenge. Today's scrap project, there were two. The first is a pumpkin hat with the little squigglies, and just a little plain stem too. And that's for the babies, of course, the nursery. Now, this one is a fun little project, and it's just using scraps. And I'm going to show you what I did here. This actual pattern, all I've done is I have added one clip, and this is a second clip. Now this is also designed to be put in a ponytail. Got these at the Dollar Tree, and the one with the Dollar Tree had all these. This basic head wrap or ear warmer was one that I found on Facebook's Chasing Sun Ray Sun Clan. If you've not seen some of the projects that a lot of those members share, they're amazing. I love her YouTube video. She does a lot of tutorials, and this is just a fun way for folks to share the projects that they're making. This was one of the persons who is a member of this group, her pattern, and it's real simple. Her name is Raven Denise Johnson, and this was, you chain 65, you join to make a ring, to form a ring, and then you'll slip stitch 10 stitches, and then you'll do half double crochet for the rest, and then you're going to repeat this just round and round. The only difference is you're just going to put everything in the back loop only. Back loop only. And this was 8 rounds. You can do as many rounds as you want. But this is a nice little pattern. Now my head needs something a little smaller. Why? Because I used an I hook. If I had used an H hook, it probably would be just fine. But I'm a loose crocheter. So, I probably, if I'm going to use an I hook, need to go down a couple of stitches and then just continue that pattern all the way around. And like I said, I just decided to have a little fun. I was at the Dollar Tree getting a couple of things, and I just added a small clip. Just fun. So that's an idea if you want to change up your headbands a little bit with those clips. You can put them in your hats, shawls, use them as shawl pins. So yeah, that's it. Now, yesterday's video, I had talked about how I think I know what the Lumalong mystery, what the photo is going to be, or the design. And my husband and I were talking about it about the time that Kayla messaged me and asked me what my guess was because she was watching my video. Now I'm going to tell you what my first guess is. My first guess was Dumbo in a field of flowers. Do I know that's it? No, it's probably not. My husband told me that there aren't enough shades of gray for it to be Dumbo. I said, okay, fine. So then, his suggestion was, it's probably going to be a building or something in the field. We're having fun guessing and playing. So, and as I go along with it, I'm going to have a few more guesses. But what I'm also doing is I'm also tracking it. This is one of those little things you can get at Dollar Tree. And it's got a little slit here where you put your card or information. And I have down there the mystery Lumalong. And these tabs can be pulled out and moved wherever you want, but I just haven't done it yet. And on the first page, I have put down there, guest number 1, Dumbo in a Field of Flowers. And then I'm going to be putting the rows down there, just so I'll know how many go in each row. I know I should have 40 total, but you know, you're using these circles as a picture, so. And the only other thing, and I'll tell you why I was at Dollar Tree. I was there to get something. I wanted to be a little more organized for this mystery along. For my circles, I'm making my circles, and I'm leaving them this way. Completely this way, until, you know, I'm ready to turn them into a circle, and then I'll turn them into the circle. And I'll either use one of the scraps. When I get to the second row, I'll use pieces of scrap yarn to tell me which is the top. The only one that I do plan on having an actual regular stitch marker is going to be the very first one in the corner of the first row. And that's just because I don't want to have to go hunting for more stitch markers. And why not use your scraps? I mean, I use those when I'm knitting. If I don't have a stitch marker, I'll just cut off a little piece off the other end and tie it into a little ring, or crochet a little ring to make a stitch marker, and do that. But what I was actually after at the Dollar Tree was this. And this is one of the cubes that's the larger size, the 11 by 11 by 10 and a half. And as you can see, I've got a pair of scissors in there and my loom. I don't have my pick in there because I have that on the table in front of me. And I've got some of the yarns that I've already gotten ready for this. Don't have them all. I need to go into the scraps, all those scraps that I have, in order to get the rest of them. I think I have all the colors for the scraps. Probably not. I know I have white, I have a darker green, I know I have black, I believe I have red. It's the burgundy that I don't know if I have any. So, if I can't find the burgundy, guess I'm going to have to buy another skein of yarn. I do have a couple of turquoise already put back for this, and then I have 2 more of the spring green put back for that. I do have already have the gray heather in another tote. I'm just pulling it out, and I'm going to actually put that in to some bags. Where's my thingy? Oh yeah, there it is. Which was the other reason I went to the Dollar Tree, was to get another set of these bags, storage bags, so I could put those scraps in there and the other yarns in there, so I can kind of keep it together. Because if I don't, I'll use it somewhere else, and then I won't have enough, and I'll still have to go buy. So that was my plan, to try to stay a little more organized while I'm doing this. And this is setting off to the side here. I work a couple and then, stop. When I have the 18 turquoise finished, I will start working on the other color. I'm not real concerned about if I can keep up each week, because I know I have other obligations. And plus I have 2 bus trips coming up. I can probably work on those on the bus. But, you know, bus seats are a little limited, and I don't want to take a whole big thing. So I'll probably just take the turquoise with me and work on the turquoise, on the bus. And like I said, I'm just putting them in a Ziploc bag so that I have them ready to go and ready to start sewing on to the next circle. I'm not sweating too much about whether I know whether one side is the right side or the second, because I got to looking at them and there's very little difference between them. So I think it'll be fine. And besides that, I'm just having fun doing the loom along. Okay guys, that's it for today, and I will see you again tomorrow for a regular podcast. Everybody have a great day, and choose kindness.